We're ready for the opening tip-off. South Iron will work left to right as you look on from center court. Farmington from right to left. Jonah Barnes against Demetrius Cornell at center court. Jonah Barnes goes 6'1". Demetrius goes 6'4". The ball's in the air. We're underway in the championship game, and South Iron wins the tip. Not too much of a problem there for Demetrius Cornell to win that one. No Jordan Ackerman there, so Jonah Barnes had to take the tip, and that was kind of a mismatch. Demetrius winning the tip pretty easily. Here off the pass to the inside, Marcus Hampton tries a jump shot that misses. Farmington's on the run back the other way. Logan England attacks, kicks out to Hardy for three, missed it, no good. Austin Grant's able to get the rebound. Outlet pass comes to Corbin Rubel. South Iron's on the move, no score, 30 seconds into this one. A heavyweight match between the Panthers and the Knights. Austin Grant shaking and baking, takes it baseline, pulls up, shoots, missed it off back rim, and a rebound to DJ Hardy. DJ Hardy now is going to run the ball up the floor. Heavy pressure by Marcus Hampton. Hardy gives it off at the right wing, now throws up top Logan England. England penetrates, swings back out to Barnes. Now kick baseline, Justin Callahan, a pump fake and a shot that's made from 6 feet out. Callahan scores it, got his man in the air with that brilliant pump. Farmington on top. 2-0. Callahan averages 4.2 points per game, but he's heated up as this tournament's gone along. Also has been an assist master in this tournament. Demetrius Cornell attacks from straight away. Swings out left wing for Will Fong. Will Fong drives it, kicks to the right wing. This will go to Corbin Rubel. Rubel overhead pass to the inside, not a very good one. South Iron turns it over for the first time. Farmington gets the steal, and they're in the front court. Logan England dribbles behind the back, working on Hampton. Fires it to the left wing. This goes to Garrett Callahan. Callahan puts the ball on the floor, attacks a double team, tries a wraparound pass to Pratt, who was running alongside him, but threw it out of bounds. Farmington's first turnover, 2-0. Knights on top, 6:29 left to go in the first quarter. We mentioned with Coach Dusty Dinkins, South Iron hasn't won this tournament since 2007. Really, not that long ago. But the Farmington Knights have won as recently as 2010. Austin Wilfong's got it left wing. He'll swing to the corner. Josh Trent, who just checked in, has it there. They go back around the perimeter. Marcus Hampton's got it right wing. Up top, Austin Wilfong. He'll drive it, spins straight away, stops in the paint, swings back out left wing for Josh Trent. He had nothing to do with it. Gets rid of it. Gives it back to Wilfong. Now it's back in the corner, far side to Trent. Up top, Marcus Hampton. Fakes left, dribbles right. Stops in the paint. Swings out Rubel for three. Panthers on top. Corbin Rubel was red hot to start yesterday against Hillsboro. He scored 13 first half points, didn't score in the second half. But his big lift in the first half helped give South Iron that big victory. Now Logan England driving right side of the lane. Some contact, no foul called. He missed his runner. Rebound Farmington, then a foul on South Iron. Here's Eli Pratt, who plays so good around the basket. He came down with another big rebound. Foul called against Josh Trent, his first foul of the game. 5:37 left to go first quarter. Substitution in for the Panthers and Coach Dinkins. They'll throw Corbin Rubel in there, or take Rubel out. Nick Middleton comes in. Off the inbound jump shot from the elbow, misses for the Knights. South Iron gets it back. They're up by 1. Marcus Hampton in the front court. Throws far side quarter for Grant. Grant's going to attack a double team driving baseline, but then kicks back out. Josh Trent's going to drive it in. Swings out to a wide open Will Fong for three. Can't hit it. Hit the lip of the rim. Offensive board, Grant. Put back is way too strong, and as they're jockeying for position on the rebound, the foul's going to be called most likely on the Farmington Knights here. They'll call it on DJ Hardy. That's number 1 on DJ, number 1 on the Farmington Knights. It'll be Marcus Hampton to inbound. Marcus scans it, throws it in, left wing. This will go to Austin Wilfong. Wilfong with a pump fake, then a drive, then a kick baseline to Trent. Trent was underneath the basket, but he was really cut off with all kinds of bigger defenders, so had to swing it back out. Marcus Hampton's got it up top now. Drives, spins, swings out Middleton. Middleton had an open three, pass it up. He's not one of their better options as a three-point shooter. Now he gets it back up top of the key. After trading passes, now he's going to drive it middle of the lane, then kicks to a wide open Josh Trent, who hits the 6-foot baseline jumper, and Josh Trent, right place, right time, gets the bucket. It's 5-2. South Iron Panthers by 3 over these Farmington Knights. Championship on the line in this one. South Iron's only lost once this year to the Poplar Bluff Mules. Logan England's going to drive, then swing to the corner. Another great pump fake. Callahan pulls up and sticks it. That one from 10 feet out, and Garrett Callahan's got all 4 Farmington Knight points. That pump fake has been deadly in the first quarter. 5-4 the score. South Iron Panthers by 1. Austin Wilfong's got it straight away, working on DJ Hardy. Those are 2 good three-point shooters right there. Now at the right wing, Trent. Trent with a great feed to the cutting Hampton. Hampton lays it in. What an assist for Austin Grant. So Marcus Hampton has his first two, 7-4. South Iron by 3. Just a matter of time before Hampton showed up in this game. Now they go up top. This will go to Garrett Callahan. Callahan swings the left wing. This will be for Logan England. Back up top, Jonah Barnes with it. 15 points in yesterday's win against the Central Rebels. He played well. Logan England drives. Great pass to the cutting DJ Hardy, but Hardy can't miss the floater. Rebound, South Iron, Austin Grant again. Austin Grant's been impressive this season. He's been consistent. 10 points in each of the last 2 games. Now Grant is running the point this time, setting up the offense. He'll throw it right wing for Josh Trent. Trent leaves it in the corner for Hampton. Hampton for 3. Yeah, that's going to go. Marcus Hampton's got 5, and South Iron has a 6-point lead over the Farmington Knights at 10-4. Logan England breaks the timeline. He'll scan this South Iron Panther defense. Steps to the top, throws left elbow. This to Barnes. It was a give and go. Then they give back outside to South Iron to adjust nicely on the defensive end. Pratt drives it left side of the lane, puts it up with the left hand. He's on the board for the first time. He averages 7.2. Then South Iron throws it away, and Farmington down by 4 has the basketball back. South Iron's second turnover of the night. 2:52 left to play first quarter. Panthers 10, Knights 6. Farmington led in scoring by Callahan so far with 4. 2 points for Pratt. The Panthers are led by Marcus Hampton with 5, 3 for Rubel, and 2 for Trent so far. 10-6. South Iron. Farmington basketball, though. Into the front court comes Logan England. He'll bounce it right wing. This is to Brett Mann, who's fresh into the ball game. He's guarded tightly by Cornell. Took one dribble, dished it off. Logan England's got it top of the key, swings left wing. This will go to Garrett Callahan. Garrett cut off from the bucket, swings back to the right wing. Logan England now is going to try to feed the low post, and the turnaround jumper misses by Mann. Mann got his own rebound and stuck it back in. Brett Mann with the bucket, 10-8. Knights back to within 2 points. South Iron Panthers on the move. Todd Sullivan is into the game for the first time, a good 3-point shooter. Also back in the game is Corbin Rubel. He'll spot up for 3, missed it. Rebound, Justin Boehm, and then he's fouled. That foul should go on Demetrius Cornell of the South Iron Panthers. So Boehm checks in, gets a good board, and Demetrius Cornell picks up his first, Panthers second as a team. So the 5 Knights on the floor now are Pratt, England, Brett Mann, Callahan, and Justin Boehm. The Panthers with Corbin Rubel, Josh Trent, Demetrius Cornell, Todd Sullivan, and Nick Middleton. Into the front court, Logan England. Bounce pass to the right elbow. This is Pratt with it. Throws it up top for Brett Mann. Over to the left wing, Boehm. Boehm fires at baseline. Back to Pratt. Pratt with a 6-spin move. Takes it up and under, but missed the layup. South Iron boards it. Bringing it up the floor is Nick Middleton. A nice behind-the-back dribble. Almost lost it. Got it back and ran into a foul. He was borderline out of control, but he kept just enough control of it, and fouls called on. Farmington, England picks up his first, team foul number 2. So still no sign of Jordan Akram in this ball game, and like we said, doesn't look like he's going to be able to get in. On the inbound, they throw it high to the half court from the baseline to Middleton. He comes down with it, kicks to Cornell for 3, in and out, and back in. Demetrius Cornell lights the lamp for the first time, 13-8. South Iron Panthers by 5. 3 threes in this first quarter by the South Iron Panthers. And they can get hot in a hurry, and they've started hot in this game once again. Now Farmington on offense. Eli Pratt's got it at the right elbow. He looked uncomfortable with it, so he handed it back out to the right wing. That's where Garrett Callahan's got it. Kick to the left wing for Boehm. Boehm fires back to the far side corner for Garrett Callahan. Callahan trying to drive by Sullivan. Does a good job of it. Passes across the lane, but the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by South Iron. Farmington Knights keep it. 5-point difference in this one right now. Pretty competitive. 1:05 left to go in the first quarter. And it's not as full as it's been at times throughout this week this year in the Central Christmas Tournament, but it's still a pretty packed house for the South Iron Farmington Championship game. A lot of Knight fans here, and the Annapolis community has made the trip as well. Up top, Garrett Callahan has it off the inbound. Farmington Knights down by 5. Trades passes, gets it back. Callahan for 3, missed that one. Rebound, Corbin Rubel. He's on the run. He does not have the numbers, and the ball gets knocked out of his grasp by Justin Boehm. Good job getting on defense by Justin Boehm. And a little trash talk, I think, afterwards as they exchange words. Corbin Rubel will do the inbounding baseline with his team up by 5. Throws it in right in the middle of the lane to Demetrius Cornell. Catch and release jumper, he missed, but Rubel slashes in there after inbounding to get the rebound. Nice hustle play by Corbin Rubel, and South Iron has another crack at it. Far side corner, Cornell. He was trying to baseline drive, but Pratt cut him off. Now a no-look dish from the right wing to the inside from Rubel, and he should have looked. He turned it over. That's 3 South Iron turnovers. Farmington drives back the other way. Right side of the lane, runner missed. Logan England trying that one. Stays at a 5-point game at 13-8. South Iron has the option to hold for the last shot in this first quarter, and it looks like they want to do so. We're down to 12 seconds. Down to 10 seconds. Corbin Rubel's back at the half court, down to 9, and Callahan's giving him no room to breathe. Throws left wing from Middleton, down to 5 seconds. Middleton has top of the key, swings to the corner. Sullivan, 3-ball, no, left short as the buzzer sounds. 13-8. It's South Iron on top of the Farmington Knights in the first quarter as it comes to a close in the Central Christmas Tournament Championship. We're back in a minute on the boot.
Moyer's Muffler and Auto is now open and providing the area with professional and reliable service on your vehicle. Moyer's Muffler and Auto offers complete exhaust, brakes, shocks, struts, oil changes, AC repair, and auto repair on all makes and models. So when muffler and auto work are needed, stop by and see Greg and Sarah of Moyer's Muffler and Auto, located on East Main across from the Social Security office in Park Hills. Moyer's Muffler and Auto, people you rely on and people you can trust.
Andy's Garage in Park Hills offers everything you need from tire changes to engine rebuilds. With over 30 years experience, Andy is ASE certified and his prices are fair. What more could he ask for? Andy guarantees his work. He wants you to be 100% satisfied. And if diesel work is what you need, Andy is one of the few diesel mechanics in the area. So if you're looking for a tune-up or more performance, stop by Andy's Garage located on Maple Street off of Highway 8 right behind the Patriot Vault in Park Hills. Or call 573-431-2626.
Well, how's this for a change of events? Farmington sends Jordan Ankerman to start the second quarter. The 17-point per game score in there on a bad wheel as Farmington trails by 5 and at the start of the second, 13-8. Knights have the basketball up top. Justin Bain go inside to Jordan Ankrum. Turnaround jumper left well short. And as they fight for position on the rebound, foul called on the Farmington Knights, and they'll get Brett Mann on that one, his first team foul, number 3. So Jordan Ankrum's in the game, Chad Speaker. This will be fun.
I think he's going to help him.
Marcus Hampton takes a pass at the right wing. As South Iron works it back into the front court. He'll pull up from the elbow, double clutches it. It was guarded tightly, and he missed his shot badly to the right. Farmington back on the move, down by 5. It was a fun first quarter, but South Iron controlled the tempo. Here's a pass across the lane to Ankrum, and Ankrum goes up to put it in and got fouled hard by Demetrius Cornell, who just dropped the hammer on him, and Ankrum goes to the free throw line. And Cornell picks up his second foul.
Well, he missed his first shot badly, but in 2 trips down the floor, he's got a rebound and now a chance at the line.
And they've been trying to get him the basketball. 17 points per game for Ankrum, but his last game that he played in, he went 2 for 9 from the free throw line and only scored 6 points. So really, they've basically won 2 games in a row without him. And he misses this free throw. Score stays at 13-8. The next one for Jordan. Got that one to go. So Ankrum is on the board in this Central Christmas Tournament Championship game. We'll keep an eye on him. Todd Sullivan gets it in the corner in the front court, 13-9. Marcus Hampton's up top. Good thing South Iron didn't sit Marcus Hampton, huh? Here's a swing to the corner. Josh Trent back up top. Sullivan, this is a deep 3. It doesn't seem to phase Sullivan, though. He hits him from everywhere, and he knocks the bottom out of that one. Todd Sullivan's first bucket, 16-9. He had that clutch shot in the AV Thanksgiving basketball tournament this year, Chad.
He's part of that factory. He just gets better every year.
Left wing 3 ball, Jonah Barnes. There's your answer for the Farmington Knights. Barnes had 15 yesterday, keeping it going today. 16-12, Knights within 4 again. Corbin Rubel in the front court, throws it left wing. This is Todd Sullivan. Somebody put a hand in his face. Right wing now it goes to Marcus Hampton. Hampton had 5 in the first quarter. Swings in the corner. Rubel baseline 3. You know it. It's going to drop for Corbin Rubel.
It's starting to look like that first half against Hillsborough, Glenn.
Yes, it is. Bounce pass up the floor is punted out of bounds. Rubel, man, he's just reeling off 3 after 3 after 3 anywhere on the floor. You can tell he's a confident young man. He's got 6 in this game. And now he leads his team in scoring. Just passed up Marcus Hampton for the team lead. Rubel comes off. Nick Middleton is on the floor. So that was his reward for hitting that 3. He's now on the bench. Farmington in the front court, down by 7 now, 19-12. Jordan Ankrum still in the game for Farmington. Here's a pass to the corner for Jonah Barnes. Off of a screen, takes right elbow. Great pass inside to Ankrum, but they called the travel on Barnes beforehand. Turnover, Farmington in their second. As Marcus Hampton walks the basketball up the far side of the floor, the Panthers will try to add to a 7-point lead. We get a foul called on Farmington here. That maybe could have gone either way. Hampton had a little bit of an arm out there, but they called Justin Bain for his first.
Hampton's not waiting late in the game to hit some great shots this time. He started out hot.
He's got 5. Takes a while for Grant to get the basketball in on the inbound from next to the scorer's table, but gets it into Hampton. Hampton pulls up, then passes out. Now it's in the corner for Josh Trent. Trent passes across the court. Hampton for 3. Off the mark. Back rim. No good. Rebound, Jonah Barnes. He races it up. Pushes it up the floor with a pass, but it got knocked away eventually. South Irons on the run. Back the other way. Farmington's third turnover. Todd Sullivan's got it right wing. Throws up top. Hampton. Hampton middle of the lane. Slashing. Missed the floater. Rebound. Still up for grabs. Panthers come up with it. It's Nick Middleton. That's your leave it all on the floor type of guy. Floor burn type of player, Nick Middleton. Loose balls seem to go his way.
They do, and you know, I don't know how many loose balls Hampton creates. I don't know how many times I see him hanging around, and a big man will grab a rebound, and he'll sneak underneath that guy and just punch it out.
Middleton, after being fouled, heads to the free throw line. He's going to miss this one, however. Middleton still hasn't scored in this game. 19-12 to score with South Iron leading. Todd Sullivan checks out. Austin Wilfong is back in. Farmington with a substitution. Bain comes off. DJ Hardy is back on. I like these nice jerseys.
They're much better than the road football uniforms as far as I'm concerned.
At least there's an outline on them. Next free throw is good from Middleton, on the board for the first time. It's been a 7-3 South Iron run to start the second quarter. 20-12 Panthers. Farmington Knights break the timeline with Garrett Callahan. Callahan working on Hampton. He'll throw it over to the right wing. This is Jonah Barnes with it. Wilfong is all over him. Barnes takes it to the right side. Wilfong picks his pocket and steals it away. Good job by Wilfong playing the defense. He hands it off to Hampton, and the Panthers look to add to an 8-point lead. Marcus Hampton, Garrett Callahan. That's a matchup. Callahan's going to win the battle this time. Ball's not loose. Barnes on the run back the other way. Left side lay in with the right hand. Yes.
There aren't too many guys that play on-the-ball defense against Marcus Hampton like that. That's a rarity.
Callahan created it. Barnes was the beneficiary, 20-14. Farmington back to within 6. Now on offense again, Nick Middleton. He carried it. You know, he got away with doing that earlier. They caught him this time. He carried it, got his palm underneath.
And Callahan forces 2 turnovers in a row. He switched out that time. He was on Hampton that time, or the last time, switched out, and he forced 2 turnovers there on the last 2 possessions.
5 Panther turnovers. Corbin Rubel's back in. Middleton comes off. Hampton is off the floor right now as Josh Trent is back on as well. Farmington throws it into the left elbow for Jordan Ankrum. Still favors that ankle a little bit, but it looks much better than yesterday. Garrett Callahan, left side floater, doesn't go. Rebound goes to South Iron with Josh Trent. Nice pass up the floor to Austin Wilfong. South Iron usually, more times than not, going to make the right pass. Over to the left wing, Corbin Rubel. Rubel guarded by Callahan. Callahan's just on the ball. Here's a 3-ball for Rubel. Callahan guarded that nicely. He missed it, got his own board, couldn't put it back either. And Farmington gets it back down by 6. Jonah Barnes, full court pass up to Pratt. Pratt puts it in. A precision pass from Barnes to Pratt. Pratt with the 2, 20-16. Knights within 4. 4 minutes left in the second. Timeout. We're back in 30 on J98.
We got about a 16-inch win.
Time to dream big during Ruther Ford's Dream Big event. Hi, this is Doug Jr. During the holiday season, every kid, big or small, likes to dream big. So let's do it at Ruther Ford. When shopping for the big kids, nothing beats the excitement of a new Ford Mustang. It's the ultimate Hot Wheel for grown-ups. And right now, Ruther Ford has a new 2013 Ford Mustang from $23,995. Or if you're a sandbox kid like me, get down and dirty with the new 2013 Ford Super Duty 4x4 from $29,995. And there's even more during Ruther Ford's Dream Big event, especially for big kids who like to have their toy cars roll far, like a 2014 Ford Fusion Hybrid that gets 47 miles per gallon, starting at under 30 grand. It's time for big kids to dream big at Ruther Ford. I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit. Hurry, offer ends January 2nd.
Where you always get a sweet deal. Ruther Ford. Ruther.com.
After the timeout. Corbin Rubel skies for three and hits it, stretching the lead. Now DJ Hardy for the answer. That does not go, but an offensive board goes to Ankrum. Swings out for another three. Barnes. That doesn't fall. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it goes to the Farmington Knights with 3:17 on the clock in the second quarter. So right out of that timeout, Corbin Rubel another three. He's got 9 points for South Iron, and it's a 7-point game. And that was big for the South Iron Panthers because Farmington had closed it to within 4. Now Farmington looks to get some kind of scoring going on this possession. Off the inbound, another straightaway three. Doesn't go, but they get the late foul as Jonah Barnes was pushed after the fact by Corbin Rubel. Rubel came flying out of there like he got shoved into him, like it was a blocked punt. But it's a foul nonetheless. And Barnes to the free throw line to shoot three here. Rubel picks up his first team foul, number 4 on the South Iron Panthers. KTJJ-FM, Farmington, Festus, Crystal City, Annapolis for the Central Christmas Tournament on J98, the championship. Barnes is going to hit the free throw, so he's got 6. It was a 15-point performance yesterday, and make it 7 as he hits 2 free throws here. Jonah Barnes is an 86% free throw shooter on the year, and he's made the first 2 of 3. And the next one is good as well. 3 for 3 on that one, and 23-19. Farmington gets their answer one way or another. Austin Grant trading passes with Corbin Rubel in the backcourt as Farmington applies the pressure. A bad pass in the front court. There's Jordan Ankrum coming up with the steal. And then Austin Wilfong steals it right back. Wilfong fires down low to Garrett Wilfong. Kick out to the corner for Corbin Rubel for 3. Missed that one. Farmington's got the numbers back the other way. England on Sullivan. England is fouled on the floor as he was attacking right side.
You can't ever breathe against South Iron. Whether you make a poor play or a positive play, they'll compound your poor play. And something South Iron does really well is if they ever make an error, they're hustling back so hard that they'll turn it right back around on you. You know, that's what happened with Ankrum that time. He grabbed it, scooped it, went to push it up the floor, but, you know, turned his back on South Iron there.
Logan England looking to inbound. It comes into the corner. Then he gets it right back underneath and then tries to swing it back out, and nobody's home. He was on a different page than Garrett Callahan. Callahan argues it was tipped. Doesn't look like he's going to win the argument, though, and he looks pretty convinced that South Iron touched that basketball, but he didn't get the call. Turnover Farmington. South Iron gets to inbound it up by 4, 23-19. Double team up on Marcus Hampton in the backcourt, lobs it into the front court. Then a cross-court pass over to Todd Sullivan, near side corner. He dribbles to the elbow, pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound, Farmington Knights. Garrett Callahan, he's on the move. Got the ball knocked out of his grasp at the half court. Got it back and then got fouled. South Iron will commit it. And that's going to be their 6th personal foul, number 1 on Marcus Hampton.
Garrett looked like there were a swarm of bees after him there. He had them coming from all directions.
It's DJ Hardy to inbound into the backcourt. So that was the last for South Iron to give before the single bonus kicks in. Now Logan England up top, throws the quarter. This is a wide open 3 for DJ Hardy. He's going to hit those quite a bit, and he hits this one. Hardy's on the board for the first time, and just like that, Knights within 1, 23-22. Marcus Hampton dribbles it near side of the court into the front court. Double team collapses on him. He takes it inside from the right wing all the way to the hoop. Lay in plus the foul. You got to be kidding me with this kid. It's amazing. It's amazing watching him play basketball. He got clotheslined and still put the bucket in.
That was 1-on-4. They had nobody in the lane. They were running everybody on a clear out. And Farmington wasn't even guarding man. Marcus went 1-on-4. What do you think they call that play? You think they just call that Hampton go?
That was the Hampton business card play. 7 points for Marcus Hampton. He'll step to the free throw line, try to make it 8. That was a big bucket. Farmington had closed to within 1. And with the 3-point play, it's a 4-point game again. 26-22, South Iron Panthers. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. So Jordan Ankrum has played this entire second quarter, and he's looked all right on that ankle. But he hasn't done a whole lot offensively, but just his presence helps. Barnes on the right wing 3, left that one short. He's led the team in scoring this third quarter, but nothing there. South Iron has the numbers back the other way, but not a great pass from Sullivan to the corner as he ran it up the floor, threw it too far out in front of Grant, out of bounds. 7 South Iron turnovers, 6 Farmington turnovers. Each team has committed 6 fouls, and we've got a 4-point difference on the scoreboard with South Iron out in front in this Christmas tournament championship game. Up top, England throws to the left wing, Hardy. Hardy steps to the free throw line, falling away, jump shot. Hardy's heating up, give him 5. 26-24. Knights within 2. South Iron Panthers on the move again. They'll swing it to the right wing for Todd Sullivan. Up top, Marcus Hampton. Little head fake, dribbles to the free throw line, crosses over, swings back out to the left wing. Austin Wilfong. Wilfong top of the key, throws right wing for Todd Sullivan for three. Oh, that just rimmed out. Rebound, Jonah Barnes. Knights a chance to tie or take the lead on this trip down. Logan England, he can handle the basketball. Swings to the corner. It's Hardy for another three. That one doesn't go. Far side corner baseline. Rebound tipped to Austin Wilfong. Ankrum had it but lost it. Under a minute to play in the quarter, in the half. Now Austin Grant, the baseline jumper on the other side. A deep two, but Grant sticks it home. Grant's first points of the game. He's been averaging 10 as of late. 28-24 South Iron, back by 4 points. Farmington Knights, here they come. Garrett Callahan at the left wing, off of a screen, steps to the free throw line. Then he got covered up pretty quickly. Good defense. Defensive rotation by the Panthers. Now Jordan Ankrum gets stripped, trying to cross him over. Josh Trent picked his pocket, then left it at the low block for Austin Grant, and Grant with the layup, but that was all set up by Josh Trent, doing a great job on defense. Austin Grant's got 4. It's a 6-point game again, 30-24. Now it's the Knights' chance to close the gap before halftime. 13 seconds left in the second quarter. At the right elbow, Jordan Ankrum has it. Down to 8 seconds. Up top, it's Barnes. Down to 5 seconds. Up top to England for 3. It doesn't go. Ends up over the backboard out of bounds with 1.5 left to go in the first half. This will be tough for South Iron to get a good look here. It's looking like it'll be a 6-point Panther lead going to the break. We'll see what happens in the final second and a half. Inbound to Hampton, full court shot. No, look out in the crowd. It goes over the backboard and out of bounds. You know, I'm a little surprised he didn't make that, Chad.
That's where we're at with him, isn't it?
30-24.
If it was tied and it was the end of the game, then he would have made it.
That's true. 6-point game as we go to the break. South Iron on top in the championship game in the boys' Christmas tournament. Let's step away for 30 seconds. Come back with halftime stats on J98. (30-24) is the halftime score, and we're about to start the second half. South Iron Panthers on top of the Farmington Knights. South Iron trying to win it for the first time since 2007. Farmington trying to get it for the first time since 2010. South Iron starts with the basketball. Panthers will be moving right to left as you look on from Media Row or on J98 Web TV tonight at MyMoInfo.com. Jack Sadler is here at the TJ Foulon Fieldhouse running the camera. All right, here comes South Iron. Corbin Rubel crosses into the front court. Stiff arm, that's a charge. Offensive foul on South Iron, no doubt about that one.
How good has Callahan been in moving his feet, staying square, keeping in front and chesting people up? He's really done a great job with that.
Corbin Rubel likes to do that, throw that arm bar out there a little bit. I've seen him get called for that a couple of different times already this year. Now it's South Iron playing defense as Farmington's on the move. A great pass across the court to DJ Hardy. Tried the 3, missed it. Barnes offensive board. He's played well. Swings back out to Hardy. Hardy tries the jump stop in the lane. Shuffled those feet. It's a travel. Farmington gives it up for the 7th time. 7 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock, third quarter action. So South Iron's got it back. Each team with possession in this second half. And now Corbin Rubel loses the handle. There's Callahan playing the good defense. Hampton gets it back, but he loses it. He shook himself there. Got the ball, kicks it back to Rubel. Rubel fires ahead to Austin Grant, gets his man in the air, and draws the foul. So Farmington, you think you have South Iron on the ropes there, and they find a way out of it to get a chance at the free throw line.
What just happened? I'm not sure. Callahan is just creating havoc on the defensive end, a scramble all around, and some guy sneaks out of the pack, and the loose ball finds him.
Coach Dinkins probably coached that at halftime. He's that good of a coach. He knew he said, all right, this is what's going to happen here.
Yeah. Be ready for it.
Pass it to Grant, get the 2 free throws. Well, Grant's got his first free throw. He's got 5 points in the game. His next one is good. You know, I don't remember Grant being much of a contributor last year as a sophomore. In fact, I don't think he really was at all, more of a JV player, but he's come along his junior year, and he's done a great job. 32-24 is the score. An 8-point game now, South Iron on top. Callahan's got it left elbow, then lost the handle. Ball's going to end up over in the hands of Jonah Barnes. And the foul's going to be called on the Farmington Knights. So Callahan, after he had lost it, was trying to get it back. A lot of times, fouls are picked up that way.
I thought it was a double dribble, to be honest. I thought he was going to maybe turn it over on the double dribble, and instead they catch him with a foul. And he swung an elbow. If that connected earlier, that would have been a flagrant.
Ouch. South Iron Panthers up by 8. Here's Austin Wilfong at the left wing. Crossover move, takes it to the left side of the lane. Jump stop at the low block. He travels. South Iron turns it over for the 8th time.
The jump stop wasn't the problem. It was the hop, skip, and the jump stop, and then they caught him for that.
Now it's Farmington with Logan England. He walks the ball up the floor. South Iron sets up in their half-court defense. A handoff goes to Jonah Barnes. He passes across to DJ Hardy. Now left wing, Justin Callahan has it guarded by Corbin Rubel. Callahan started the penetration dribble, then kicks out. It's at the right wing for DJ Hardy. Austin Wilfong's on him. Back out up top they go to Eli Pratt. Pratt swings it inside the arc to England. England back outside, then back outside again to England. England with a great pass across the near side. Hardy, baseline three, doesn't fall. Another offensive board, though, goes to Jonah Barnes. How good has Jonah Barnes been in this tournament?
Man, he has just improved leaps and bounds over last year.
Right place, right time, all the time. Logan England now has it right wing. Great jab step. Gets himself a lane, drives it, and missed the layup. Rebound Hampton. Hampton is attacking a triple team back the other way. Stops, jump hook, and puts it in. 3 defenders back there. You think that's not a good idea. Nope, Marcus Hampton gets the job done. It's fun to watch him. 10 points for Marcus, 34-24. 3 defenders, not one could stop Marcus Hampton. It's a 10-point game now. DJ Hardy attacks on the other side. He gets the job done, floating one up and in. DJ Hardy's played well. He's got 7 points. Farmington just now, though, gets the ice broken in the third quarter. What was the call here? I was looking at my score sheet.
They whistled a double foul, Glenn. That's a very, very strange call. And Garrett Callahan, and he is on people like Lycra right now. and he's frustrating defenders. And there was kind of a forearm up into Garrett's chest and his collarbone area, and weird call, double foul.
Callahan picked up his second there. Now it's South Iron quickly into the front court, no problem. Right side of the lane, Todd Sullivan just explodes to the rack and lays it up and in. That was pretty, 36-26.
First rule of defense, you got to stop the ball, and then Farmington just never did there.
South Iron just explodes up the floor, and you got to be ready for it. Farmington now, Justin Callahan trying to do the same thing on the other side. He ended up attacking baseline. Foul was called on the floor. Callahan's got that capability, too, like a Hampton or a Sullivan, to leave a defender in the dust. Foul was called on Sullivan, his second. Each team's committed 3 now in the third quarter.
Callahan he has to become a slightly better finisher. He can get to the rim, does a pretty good job with that, but he just has to finish a little bit better.
On the inbound, they go to Barnes. Then he swings it to an open 3 for DJ Hardy. That's missed, and a good, solid rebound by Demetrius Cornell. Michi comes down with it, swings it up the floor for Marcus Hampton. Hampton starts shaking and baking, then leaves Cornell for a wide open 3 straight away. Doesn't go. Rebound Barnes. Barnes finds England. England finds the front court, then gets pickpocketed by Marcus Hampton. It's a 1-on-2 for Hampton in traffic. Got it to go, plus the foul. He's a machine. He's an absolute machine. Call him the Terminator. Because he's single-handedly terminating everybody else in this tournament so far. 38-26. Marcus Hampton steps to the line.
Hampton doesn't hit every open jump shot, but doesn't it seem that he hits every ridiculous shot that he tries to make?
I don't always make baskets, but when I do, I win games. 38-26. Hampton's going to step to the line, but first we got a timeout. 4:48 left to go in the third quarter. Let's step away for 30 seconds. Got to catch our breath here on J98.
It's Chrysler's 2013 Big Finish, and it's even bigger now at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center. Hi, this is Brad Smith, and we're cleaning out our remaining 2013s. We have 8 Dodge Darts with payments starting at only $250 a month, or how about a well-equipped Chrysler 200 starting at $275 a month? And here at Lucas Smith, we now have the new 2014 Jeep Cherokee. It's ready for more bad winter days. See these and many more noble deals at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus, or check us out at lucassmith.com.
See Lucas Smith today for complete details regarding payments and rebates.
Well, now the lead is 12 points for the South Iron Panthers. Hampton has 4 here in the third, and South Iron is outscoring Farmington 8-2 to start the third quarter after holding a 6-point lead at the half. South Iron has played well throughout this tournament. They might be playing their best throughout the first 2+ quarters of this game.
Well, and if you're going to win a tournament, sometimes, rarely will you just buzz through the whole thing. It seems like you got to build steam as you go, and they've definitely done that.
Hampton hits the free throw. It is a 3-point play for Marcus Hampton. So give him 13 points. He's going to come off the floor. And on the floor now for South Iron is Trent, Cornell, Wilfong, Sullivan, and Middleton. Into the front court comes Logan England. Farmington's got some great players, too, and it's time for some of them to start shining. Jordan Ankram's got it up top. He'll throw it left wing back to Logan England. England guarded by Middleton, puts the ball on the floor, attacks inside the key, then swings it out at the elbow. Barnes, jumper, doesn't go. Bricked it off back rim. Cornell boards it, gives up to Middleton. Middleton attacks, then swings out. Sullivan loads up the three ball. Sullivan sinks that one. 42-26. The Panthers are rolling.
They've seized this game by the throat now.
8 points for Todd Sullivan, 5 of them here in the third. 42-26. The 1 seed is flexing. Now Jordan Ankram tries the turnaround jumper. Doesn't find that one. Pratt can't get the board. Instead, Cornell does again. South Iron on the move. It's Sullivan, far side corner. Steps back, swings it back to the corner where he just was to Josh Trent. Trent with a bounce pass underneath that got kicked right back out to him. I thought it was going to be turned over, but South Iron did a good job holding on. Now Sullivan, another three. Nope, doesn't find that one. Does find the rebound. Swings it back out to Trent, and Trent's guarded in a double team. Back to the corner for Sullivan, and another look for the South Iron Panthers. 3:30 on the clock in the third quarter. Off the right wing, Todd Sullivan's got it, guarded by Callahan. Callahan is all over everybody, but got the foul called there. So Callahan, you know, he's frustrating defenders, but he's getting frustrated too, and you can see it visibly on his face.
Starting to, yeah. 2 possessions ago, Glenn, it's not always the pass that you make. Sometimes it's the pass that you don't make. As South Iron hit the three, they had a chance at an early break there, but it was a really low percentage pass. They didn't make that pass. Some teams may have tried it. It was a smart way to go, and they got a good open look.
42-26, South Iron Panthers. They've got the basketball here in the third. Inbound in. Middleton crossed into the front court. Gave it over to Sullivan. Now it's up top to Corbin Rubel. Everybody playing well for South Iron right now. Josh Trent at the free throw line. Kicks out left wing. Nick Middleton for 3. That doesn't go. Rebound goes long to South Iron. A third look at the basket. Now a deep 2 for Cornell. Demetrius Cornell, the rebound and the bucket. 44-26 Panthers. He's got 5, Demetrius does, and all of a sudden it's an 18-point game. Who expected this? Justin Boehm has it at the right wing. Bounce pass up top to Jordan Ankram. Over to the left wing, Garrett Callahan with it. Up top, Ankram. A pump fake, then a drive on that bad ankle, then kicks out to Boehm, who hits the 3. Defense just collapsed on Ankram, leaving Boehm wide open. Boehm's first points, and only the third, fourth, and fifth points of the quarter for Farmington, 44-29. Now an answer for Rubel. That was a hand in his face, and he missed the 3 that time.
Seemed like an early bucket, that early try.
Shouldn't have tried that one, but Farmington's on the move again. Now Ankram a deep 3 back the other way. The Knights can't hit that one. A rebound, kicked out of bounds off of Middleton. Farmington keeps it. So a big 3 by Boehm. Now they want to start building some traction back in this one and climb back in it, down by just 15 with 2:15 in the third.
And they're going to have to play the rest of the way at a high level. They were down 18 points.
Baseline inbounder is going to be Logan England. Logan throws it into the corner for Pratt. Pratt swings it back out up top for Mann. Mann gives to England. Now right wing, Callahan for 3. Nope, off the mark, short. Rebound, Demetrius Cornell. Demetrius is playing strong down there. He's got some tough rebounds. He passed it up the floor to Hampton, knocked out of bounds, but off of Farmington.
Yeah, he's grabbing those rebounds at the rim, Glenn.
He's getting up there. Demetrius is going to throw in. Also Hampton, Middleton, Trent, and Corbin Rubel on the floor. Farmington has Callahan, England, Pratt, Mann, and Boehm on the floor. No Jordan Ankram right now. Corbin Rubel drives left side of the lane. Again, a little bit out of control. Missed the runner. Middleton had a board and a great chance at a putback, but left it short. Maybe it slipped out of his hands on the way up. Ends up out of bounds, and I thought it should have been Farmington basketball, but I thought they pointed to South Iron, and they did. So I guess Knights touched it last. Demetrius lob on the inbound to the half court to Marcus Hampton. Panthers by 15 at 44-29. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Here's Hampton going to work. Drives, kicks, right wing, Rubel. Up top, Cornell. Cornell with a head fake, then a drive. He lost the handle. Good job by Boehm poking it out. Farmington's back on the run. Jordan Ankram is in the game, and he's going to lay it in. Back the other way. Jordan Ankram, bad wheel and all, 44-31. Knights getting a little bit closer. And now we got a timeout, Dusty Dinkins, to save a turnover. Ankram just hit his first field goal of this game, and it's now a 13-point difference. 1:25 left to go in the third quarter, 44-31. Let's break for 30 seconds here. It's the Central Christmas Tournament Championship game on the boot.
Choosing the right lawyer can be a daunting task. John Williams and Bryce Seacrest and Joseph Murray, attorneys at law, bring over 35 years' experience to the table. They offer a wide range of legal services such as general trial, felonies, wills, bankruptcy, divorce, paternity, trust, and probate. Call 573-431-5592 or stop by the law offices of John Williams, Bryce Seacrest, and Joseph Murray, attorneys at law on Science Street next to Central High School. 431-5592.
Farmington climbing back. It's been a 5-0 run for the Farmington Knights, but they've only scored 7 here in the third quarter. 14 points have been scored by South Iron, so a 14-7 third quarter run for the South Iron Panthers, but the last 5 belong to Farmington and still a whole lot of time left.
South Iron's played at such a high level in this game. I think Farmington's going to have to play well, yes, but they're going to have to hope South Iron comes back to earth a little bit.
No doubt about that. And they're a long way from earth at this point. They're out of the atmosphere. Into the front court comes Marcus Hampton. Hampton hands off to Nick Middleton, gets a screen from Trent, steps up top, then swings near side. Hampton for 3. Nope, missed that one. Trent, though, an offensive rebound, but he double dribbled afterwards. Panthers turn it over for the night. Maybe make it 10th time. Night basketball. Brett Mann inbounds to Logan England. The other Knights are Ankrum, Callahan, and Justin Bain. Crossing into the front court as England throws to the right wing. This comes over to Justin Bain. Bain puts the ball on the floor, draws the foul against South Iron. So slowly but surely in the third, the Knights chip it away.
Pretty solid 7 minutes of defense, though, by South Iron, and only committing 3 fouls to that point.
Yep. Right now the foul situation, it's 5 and 4. 5 fouls against Farmington, 4 against South Iron. Eric Callahan throws it in, somehow got it by Marcus Hampton to Logan England. Now the pass over to the left wing is knocked away by Nick Middleton, then off of Callahan, and then out of bounds. Knights turn it over for the 10th time.
Just nowhere to throw it. I mean, the passing lanes are clogged with some terrific overplaying man-to-man defense.
Marcus Hampton and Logan England. How about these two doing battle? Tonight, scoring-wise, Hampton is winning the battle, but Logan England can handle it. And then the turnover is created by Logan England as Hampton just coughed it up there. Now it's Farmington. A great pass inside to the cutting Callahan, who lays it in with the left hand. 44-33, Knights within 9 points all of a sudden. Garrett Callahan's got 6. Now it's Austin Wilfong, passed up a 3, steps inside, takes the jump shot, missed it. Panthers are starting to come down to earth at the left wing. Now a bounce pass to the inside, Mann, and Mann lays it in. The Knights are on the move in this game. 46-33, Mann has 4. 44-35, the scoreboard was wrong initially. It's a 9-point game. Marcus Hampton takes the 3 at the buzzer, and it rims out. No good. A 9-point game as we go to the end of the 4th. South Iron leads, but Farmington played well to close out the 3rd. We're back in a minute on G98.
Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health is an integrated co-occurring mental health and substance abuse service provider with offices throughout the region. Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health can help if you are worried that someone you love might have a mental or substance abuse problem and you don't know what to do. Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health is accredited by the Commission on the Accreditation for Rehabilitation Facilities. Go to cmobh.org for free confidential online screenings or call 1-800-455-5749. That's 800-455-5749.
Who loves sports as much as you do? Megasport shares your love of sports. Not just one sport, but all sports. And because they know sports, they carry the brands and items you need to get your game on. From shoes to apparel and equipment to team uniforms and names like Nike, Under Armour, Easton, Louisville Slugger, Mizuno, Rawlings, and more. So when you're in the game, remember Megasports in Farmington, in the field or on the field. It's Megasports.
Get your game on.
9-0 run by the Farmington Knights to close out the 3rd, 44-35. South Iron still leads it by 9 points. It was an 18-point game midway through the 3rd quarter. So Farmington starts with the basketball. They'll go down low to Jordan Ankrum. Works the low post on Demetrius Cornell. Jump hook doesn't go. Left short, rebound Demetrius. He gives up to Nick Middleton. Middleton with a dribble between the legs, then a pass to the left wing for Todd Sullivan. Sullivan fires over to the right wing for Demetrius Cornell. Demetrius Throws it up top, back to Austin Wilfong, who's guarded by Justin Bain. Wilfong puts the ball on the floor, then throws it right side. This goes to Demetrius Cornell. Things being slowed a bit. Demetrius steps to the free throw line, kicks left wing for Austin Wilfong. Wilfong faked the entry pass, then gave it back up to Nick Middleton. Back over to the left wing, Sullivan. Little juke move, and then almost fell down. Kicked out to the right wing. Now it's back to the left wing. Up top, Demetrius Cornell again. About a minute has gone by in the fourth quarter. Panthers holding on to a 9-point lead, trying to break the ice go. They've gone cold in the last 4 minutes plus of regulation. Demetrius steps to the free throw line, then swings back out to the left wing for Austin Wilfong. Patient approach being taken here. Wilfong spin and a fadeaway jumper does not go. Rebound fought for and won by England, and then he got fouled. South Iron commits the foul. Their fifth with 6:42 on the clock.
I'm wondering if during the end of the break, if Dusty Dinkins talked to his team maybe a little bit about shot selection. Usually his teams, especially with the lead, will melt that clock at the end of the quarter. They didn't last time. They were really working the offense. I wonder if he say, hey, don't just be settling for the first thing you see. Let's get a good look.
6:42 left, fourth quarter. It's Farmington basketball. The foul is called on Michi. Demetrius Cornell picks up his third, and again, team foul number 5. Each team has committed 5. It was a 14-11 third quarter in favor of South Iron, but the last 9 points were scored by Farmington. A pass to the inside, ball gets redirected back to the outside. It was a foul that caused that ball to get pushed back to the outside. The foul on South Iron, the second on Josh Trent, and the 6th on the Panthers. Their last one to give before the single bonus kicks in. Garrett Callahan looking to inbound baseline. Throws it in, man, off of the inbound. 3, got it, plus the foul. How did that one go down? Brett Mann, a possible 4-point play as he steps to the stripe.
Hey, man, nice shot.
7 points for Brett. And to the free throw line he goes in a 12-0 run now for the Farmington Knights. Brett Mann for the 4-point play, missed it. Couldn't make it a 13-0 run. South Iron needs to make a shot. Now it's a 6-point game, 44-38. Marcus Hampton's got the basketball at the right wing. He's going to spin, and then we got a whistle. Foul called on Farmington. You know, that third place game, it was a 17-point lead for Central over Hillsboro. Hillsboro came back, and now Farmington's working on coming back from an 18-point deficit.
Just thinking about that.
6:18 left in the fourth. The foul was on Bain, his second. On the inbound, Demetrius Cornell jump hook, and that doesn't go either. It looked like it was going to go down. Rebound, Marcus Hampton somehow dug that out of there. Now he drives, and we got a whistle, a foul. Are they calling the charge here? The officials are going to get together. One of them said charge, the other one didn't. Oh, man, what's the call going to be? Blocking foul. The feet weren't set.
You had 2 entire sets of fans just holding their breath, and as soon as they saw the call, you had a groan and a cheer.
A lot of Knights fans here, you know, with the close proximity to Farmington, and about, you know, I don't know if it's 3/4 or not of the fans here, but they hated that call. And it's big, too, because it puts Hampton at the line in the single bonus.
I don't know which. That was a hard call, a really hard call. And you had one official looking at the drive from behind. The other one was driving at the official.
Hampton misses the front end of the 1-and-1 anyway, so Farmington gets it back. South Iron still hasn't scored since almost midway in the third quarter. Jordan Ankram's got it up top. Throws it right wing for Barnes. Back up top to Callahan. Callahan drives it, spins it.
Yep.
Double dribbled it.
Ankram he's effective, Glenn, but he just isn't as fast as he usually is. Callahan drove in there. Ankram hadn't cleared. It was all clogged up.
5:51 left to go. The South Iron Panthers, they're winning, but they need a bucket. Up by 6, 44-38. Into the front court comes Demetrius Cornell. He'll fire it over to the left wing for Marcus Hampton. Farmington Knights are on a roll in this game, and now they'll get the charge. Out of control was Hampton as he came in there. And was it Ankram who set the feet? Or was it Brett Mann?
It was Brett Mann, I think, Glenn. Yes, it was.
That's the second foul on Marcus Hampton, and Farmington's got it back. The Knights have played superb basketball over the last 8 minutes of regulation in this game.
Yeah, they just had to get down 18 to do it.
Yeah, just get that fire lit underneath them. Farmington Knights playing well. Can they complete the comeback at the right wing? Jonah Barnes has it. Gets a screen from Ankrum, then passes to Ankrum. Ankrum has it just inside the arc. Now he's going to start backing his man down and just bulldozed him. Missed the layup, and Sullivan gets the rebound. Sullivan racing up the far side, lost it out of bounds. South Iron gives it right back. Wow. The way Ankrum got to the bucket there, I thought for sure that was going down, but it just coughed it right back up.
It almost always does there, and he's not thinking about the ankle now. You can tell he's fully engaged in the game.
Adrenaline has taken over. Now a straightaway three. Jonah Barnes, hand in his face. Oh, it's in and out. It should have been down. It wasn't. Basketball gods didn't smile on him that time. It's Corbin Rubel in the front court with his team still up by 6. South Iron, though, can't buy a bucket. Demetrius Cornell's got it at the left wing. He's guarded by Jordan Ankrum. Cornell might try to take it on him in space. Instead, the cross-court pass is intercepted. Here comes Callahan, one-on-one with Sullivan. Layup missed left side, but fouled. And Callahan goes to the free throw line. Farmington Knights, man. They're playing as hard as possible to get back closer to this one.
I've been so impressed with Callahan, and it's been his on-the-ball defense. A lot of times that was his off-the-ball defense, but I've really enjoyed watching Garrett play defense tonight.
He's going to miss this free throw, and his defense has been the best part of his game in this game. He's got 6 points, and his free throw shooting percentage has not been very good this season. He'd like to get that up.
That's strange. You wouldn't have guessed that.
He was at 20% before yesterday. He's going to hit this free throw, and he's now got 7, 44-39. Well, here come the South Iron Panthers, and this is a 13-0 run now. And a near turnover, it's going to be a turnover. 15-0 run as Pratt puts it in. Did they whistle the foul as well? 3-point play possibly coming up of another South Iron turnover. It's a 3-point game, 44-41. Listen to this Farmington crowd. Eli Pratt's going to go to the line. A very unhappy Dusty Dinkins calls timeout. Pratt will shoot when we come back. 4:26 to play in the fourth. We're back in 30 on J98.
Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer of Hillsborough is your regional law firm, offering help with many diverse areas of the law. Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer is a full-service law firm and practice with expert, experienced lawyers. When legal representation is a must, you need a law firm that you can trust. So turn to the professionals at Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer on Highway 21 in Hillsborough. Call 636-797-2693. For more information, log on to robertswootenzimmer.com.
A scoring drought for the South Iron Panthers to beat all scoring droughts, yet they're still on top. Maybe not for long in this game, the way the Farmington Knights are going. A 15-0 run for Farmington. Knights just got a huge steal, turnover, then an easy bucket back the other way for Pratt. Then he got fouled, so a chance for a 3-point play as Pratt steps to the line. He's got 6 in this game. 15-0 run by Farmington.
And nearly an entire quarter of time has elapsed, and South Iron has not scored here. And yet they lead. That's how well they were playing before that.
Unbelievable. Free throw is good by Pratt. He's a 50% free throw shooter. He hits that one. It's a 2-point game. South Iron's got to find some offense quick. 44 points ain't going to get it done. At the right wing, Todd Sullivan. Todd Sullivan's going to start to attack, but then leave it back outside for Demetrius Cornell. Demetrius looking to find somebody. He can't do it. Now he's going to have to dribble with it and then hand it off near half court to Wilfong. Wilfong kicks to the corner for Sullivan. Sullivan throws it up top to Demetrius Cornell again. We're under 4 minutes to play. Demetrius drives it to the second block, swings up top for Wilfong. Wilfong to the right wing, Sullivan. Sullivan now fires to the inside, Marcus Hampton. Hampton, layup, left, short again. Foul on the rebound as Farmington comes up with it.
Jordan Ankrum giving it almost a Kirk Gibson fist bump there, huh?
He's going to the line. Farmington South Iron still hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. We're more than halfway through it. And really, it's been about a quarter's length of time that they haven't scored because it was midway through the third on their last bucket. Ankrum, who's been struggling from the free throw line, hits this free throw. He's now 2 for 3 from the line tonight. He's got 4 points. But no doubt has he made a difference. 44-43. This one to tie to make it an 18-0 run. Got it. 18-0 run by the Farmington Knights. 44-44. South Iron trying to knock the rust off. Where has their offense gone? Todd Sullivan now drives middle of the lane, blocking foul. That was close to a charge, and I thought maybe it should have been. But Sullivan gets to go to the free throw line, and they've had a chance from the line this quarter. Hampton missed a free throw. But can they finally break this 18-0 run that Farmington's been on?
If you were here and you left, shame on you.
Hopefully you're listening. Well, I guess you are listening. But oh, man, Sullivan hits the free throw. And finally, the 18-0 run is broken. 9 points for Todd Sullivan, 45-44. South Iron regains the lead with 3:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. This has been a crazy one. Sullivan's next, in and out, no good. Ankram's got the board, and Farmington a chance to go back on top on this possession. It's been a long time since they've taken the lead. Logan England in the front court. Working on Marcus Hampton, throws it to the right wing for Jonah Barnes. Barnes gives it up top to Callahan. Callahan a head fake, shoots from the free throw line, miss. Ankram with the board, putback doesn't go, but the foul will be called, and Ankram to the stripe. 45-44, Knights trail, but Farmington can grab their first lead since the second quarter here. Jordan Ankram, 64% free throw shooter, finds that one. We're tied again.
And that's where Ankram's one of the big areas for Ankram, the rebounding. I mean, that was in traffic. There were guys everywhere, and he just ripped it out of the sky.
4 for 5 from the line. This one's good, too. The Knights reclaim the lead in this championship game. 46-45 on the inbound. Steal. Jonah Barnes puts it in. Knights by 3. 48-45. South Iron gets it into the front court, and an epic collapse so far by the Panthers, and a whistle called on the Farmington Knights. You know, we've gotten the collapse, but still time to pick themselves back up off the deck for the South Iron, and Marcus Hampton goes to the free throw line.
A 22-1 run.
And no field goals during that time by the South Iron Panthers.
Right.
And now Hampton goes to the line. He will shoot one, front end of a 1-and-1. He got it, so he gets another one. 48-46, Farmington. This has been unbelievable.
Well, you thought if they came back, you know, maybe they'd foul late, but just a whirlwind.
You don't expect a 22-3 run is what it is now. Marcus Hampton hits both free throws. You just don't expect something like that to happen. We got a timeout. We'll keep it right here and talk it over. So 22-3 is the run right now that Farmington is on. Through that time, over a quarter of play, South Iron hasn't even gotten a field goal to go in. Their 3 points have been from the free throw line. It's a 1-point game.
I think Garrett Callahan kind of led the charge a little bit with, you know, hey, we're digging in. We're digging a hole in the sand, and we're not backing up anymore. I think he kind of led the charge defensively. Ankram helped out with the rebounding, I thought, and the toughness down underneath, and then just everybody else. And the scoring kind of coming from everybody. Everybody chipping in on that.
And give credit to the Knights crowd that's here, because it seemed like when Farmington started to make that run, it started getting a little bit overwhelming for South Iron, and it takes a lot to get this team rattled. 48-47. Farmington Knights lead it, and they've got the basketball. 22-3 is the run right now that the Knights are on. Inbound comes into England. South Iron's going to pressure it. 2-1-2 full court press. Pratt trading passes with Logan England. England gets into the front court. Lost the handle briefly, saved from going out of bounds over there by Jonah Barnes. Boy, he's everywhere. He just had that big bucket off that last turnover. Garrett Callahan's now got it near side of the floor. Under 3 minutes to play. Guarded by Hampton. Timeout called. Justin Callahan. We'll take it with him this time. 48-47. Knights by 1. 2:47 left in the fourth. How's this one going to shake out? We'll find out when we come back in 30 seconds on the boot.
If you're an adult who smokes and have been hearing about the new technology as an alternative to smoking called e-cigs, come and see us. Hi, I'm Cindy, owner of an alternative smoking store just behind Jack in the Box in Deloge called Innovape. Our people can answer all your questions about this new technology and help you determine if it's right for you. A couple of things are for sure. If you're a pack-a-day smoker, we'll save you well over $100 a month. Starter kits are less than $20. Innovape, what you crave without what you don't.
Central Christmas Tournament Championship game brought to you by William Seacrest and Murray in Park Hills, Cozine Memorial Chapel in Farmington, America's Mattress and Recliners in Farmington, Bank of Bloomsdale and Bloomsdale, Poli Ready Mix of Potosi, South Iron Schools of Annapolis, and Walmart Supercenter of Farmington. Knights 48, Panthers 47. Championship game, 2:47 left to play.
I'm always so interested when games swing back and forth on what is happening in the huddles at this point, and then the adjustments that you see made. I think for Farmington, I think the biggest mistake they can make is if they say, okay, we're all the way back. Okay, now let's just run stuff, play it. No, there's a reason you're back in it.
Yeah,
I think they have to continue to play with that abandon.
Inbound to Garrett Callahan, and Callahan crosses the center stripe. He'll throw it over to the far side for Logan England. Gets a screen from Ankrum. Bounce pass back to Ankrum on the pick and roll. Ankrum puts it off the window and in. Beautifully done. 3-point game. Welcome back, Jordan Ankrum. 6 fourth-quarter points. Marcus Hampton attack. Swings out to a wide-open Nick Middleton for 3. Missed it. We got a whistle here and a foul. Looked like Hampton hit the deck hard.
Yeah, it was away from the ball. You're right. So rather than the 3 shots on the shot, I think just a 2-shot foul coming up.
And the double bonus. And it'll be Marcus Hampton going to the line. They called Logan England here, and England picks up his 3rd. Hampton has been good in this game. He was really good early on and early in the 3rd quarter. He's quiet since. His line drive free throw does not go, and he has missed 2 free throws here in the 4th quarter. Score stays at 50-47. To make it a 2-point game, Hampton got that one. 50-48, 2:26 left to play. Full court pressure applied by the South Iron Panthers. Pratt going to get it in. Far sideline to Jonah Barnes. Back to Pratt. Pratt puts the ball on the floor, then gives it back to Barnes. Then they work it in the front court. Good job finding Callahan, the open man. Finger roll in the lane. Doesn't go. You're right. He's just not finishing well. Panthers board it. Down by 2. Into the front court. Sullivan for the lead. Yeah! Todd Sullivan sinks that one. 51-50. Panthers back on top. And finally they break the ice from the field. Farmington Knights, here they come. Here's a big bump out of bounds, and the ball is going to go back to the South Iron Panthers as Jordan Ankrum ended up on his back with the basketball baseline.
First field goal in 10 minutes for the South Iron Panthers, and it's a 3 for the lead.
Todd Sullivan, his 3rd 3 of this game. South Iron almost lost it, got it in the front court. They lead it by 1, 51-50. This game could go either way at this point. What's going to tip the scales? Here's Todd Sullivan, top of the key, throws out right wing for Josh Trent. Josh Trent holds it there. Ankrum's out on him. They lob it back over to Marcus Hampton. If you're South Iron, you feel the most comfortable with the ball in his hands. He's got it left wing, crosses over, drives, lost the handle, just lost it out of bounds. Not sure what happened there. He says it was knocked out of his hands. Officials disagree.
Yeah, a lot of contact with England on the way in there that time. They let that one go.
South Iron turns it over for the 12th time. Farmington down by just 1, 90 seconds left to play. Farmington Knights back on the move. Jonah Barnes has it right wing. He'll throw it up top for Logan England. Now it's over to the left wing, Garrett Callahan. Callahan gets a screen from Ankrum. Oh, then pass right between 2 defenders, and Ankrum puts it in. Another great pass from Callahan.
Sweet pick and roll, one of the oldest plays in history, and it still works.
52-51 Farmington. South Iron has Hampton with it in the final 1 minute, 5 seconds of this one. 1:06 to be exact. Dusty Dinkins calls timeout. Let's leave it here again. That pass was awesome. Pick and roll. You know, a lot of teams run the pick and roll. You know, like you said, it's the oldest play in basketball. Farmington does it extremely well.
It is. There's a reason that it's lasted so long, because if you have a guy that can shoot a 15-foot jump shot, but he can also pass, and you have a guy that's capable of screening, that's all you need, because you have to guard something. And then when they guarded the pick right there, then Ankrum was wide open on the roll and with no backside help. And England, I think England, he's not the best player in this tournament, but I think he's the best passer in this tournament.
How about the Farmington Knights beating Central without Ankrum? We're able to save him for this game. He didn't start, didn't even play in the first quarter. But then the poker face before this game by Coach Callahan to let me think he wasn't going to play. And here he is making a huge difference in the 4th. He's got double figures in the game.
I don't know if Coach knew. He didn't know yesterday.
He might not have.
And then down 18 here.
Yeah, and it was up to Ankrum, and Ankrum has delivered in this game. But now you got a clutch guy named Marcus Hampton for the South Iron Panthers. He's going to drive, get stripped by Logan England. There's a clutch play by the Farmington Knights. It's a turnover by South Iron. Logan England works it into the front court, swings to the corner for Callahan. Callahan is fouled. Well, Hampton is so used to making big-time plays at the end of games, but he might not be used to playing against guards that can match up with him like the Farmington Knights have.
They always say big men in basketball who played soccer are great because of their feet inside, and you've got the Dream Team Soccer Player of the Year right there, and you can see great feet on him with on-the-ball defense.
Callahan, poor free throw shooting on the season, but he hits this first one and then hits the second one. He's 3 for his last 4 free throws. 3-point game. South Iron trails 54-51. Panthers, the 1 seed, trying to survive and win this tournament, but they're on the brink now. Hampton's going to drive it. Oh, got fouled. Maybe should have been a tie-up. It looked like all ball there by Logan England, who made another, I thought, great play.
I thought he did too. He stayed so low that time, and when Hampton went down, it looked like he had a lot of ball. There's so much time left here. 54-51. It's just a 3-point game with Hampton at the line, and Farmington's not only going to have to not turn this ball over, I think they're going to have to make a number of free throws, Glenn.
Hampton at the stripe. He's 3 for his last 5 from the free throw line, and misses again. Not like him at all. 5 of 8 total from the free throw line in this game. And it's still a 3-point game with Farmington on top, 40.9 left. Hampton's next, off the front of the rim, no good, but the Knights touched it, I thought, and knocked it out. It's going to stay to South Iron, a late call, but they got that right. Unbelievable.
Farmington had 2 rebounders down there, but it was long.
Hampton missing 2 free throws, and then on the inbound, Grant has it go through his hands, but Middleton's there to pick it back up. Top of the key, throws left wing for Austin Grant. Grant pulls up from about 13 feet, missed it. Offensive board goes back to Todd Sullivan. Sullivan over to Middleton. Now South Iron with just 25 seconds left. They swing to Tritt, goes through his hands, out of bounds. Turnover, South Iron. Knights have it with 23 on the clock, up 3.
There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in this final minute.
14 South Iron turnovers. The Farmington Knights on top. Timeout on the court, 23 seconds left. We're back in 30 seconds on J98.
The entire faculty and staff of the South Iron School District would like to take this time to wish the South Iron Panthers the best of luck this season. The Panthers have proven that they have what it takes to be winners both on and off the court, and everyone at the South Iron School District is very proud of each and every one of you. Again, good luck this basketball season to the South Iron Panthers from the entire faculty and staff at the South Iron School District.
KTJJ Farmington, Festus, Crystal City, St. Genevieve.
Farmington Knights will have the basketball and a 3-point lead after this timeout breaks with 23 seconds still left to play. And you mentioned it, they're going to have to hit their free throws. But South Iron, uncharacteristically down the stretch here, has kind of had a meltdown.
A little bit. Turnovers. Marcus Hampton missed some free throws, which he'll do from time to time, but usually not when the game's on the line.
That big 22-3 run, including I think it was 18-0 run. Oh, man. So Farmington's going to inbound here. Now, it takes a little while, but they do get it into England, and England's the one who gets fouled. That was the guy Farmington wanted to get the ball into, and he's going to the free throw line. He's about as clutch as it comes from the stripe.
If you weren't here tonight, go to our website and watch this game. Jack will have this on our website, mymoinfo.com. It's going to be worth the watch.
Logan England, he's a 88% free throw shooter on the year. First one misses, though. That makes this next one pretty big, doesn't it?
Sure does, yeah. I mean, monstrous.
England, as well as he's played a great game. He hasn't scored. He hasn't scored in the game yet. England does hit this one, and it's a 4-point game at 55-51. Still time left here for South Iron, under 20 seconds. Hampton's going to go to work now. Takes it from the right side, drives right to the bucket and lays it in. It's like the defense wasn't there. Cuts the lead in half, 55-53 timeout. What'd you think of that?
I think that there was a defensive end out there because not very often is Jordan Ankrum going to go to his knees on a screen. Somebody set a jaw-breaking screen to pop Marcus free. And yeah, that was a great shot, but Glenn, it turned into a layup because of a great screen there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was like the defense wasn't there. It's because they got screened off the ball there. I wonder who it was that set the screen, because I was watching ball all the way. It might have been Demetrius Cornell, but man, that was a big time take to the bucket there by Marcus Hampton to cut this lead back to 2 points. You know, there's only 12.9 left to go, though. Farmington, if they keep making free throws down the stretch, this is their game for the taking.
Yeah, the first key is getting it in. You got to get it in. You avoid that turnover on the inbound because you know that South Iron has the quickness to grab it if you don't make a solid play. So you get it in, and then like you said, if you can make 2 free throws, you'll feel great about it. But that's how many things do you have to have 3 things go right? So South Iron is still in this.
South Iron breaks the huddle with Trent, Wilfong, Middleton, Sullivan, and Hampton. And then a 6th player. And then a 7th player. They still have 6, don't they? Yeah, I was going to say. Wilfong and Cornell both have to stay off the floor. And then they're going to make them. Yeah, there was already 5 on the floor. South Iron showed to send 7 out.
And the official thought they were subbing rather than pulling a 6th player off.
And Farmington will inbound with Ankrum. They've also got Callahan, Barnes on the floor, and Pratt. Here's the inbound, knocked away, out of bounds. Stays to Farmington.
He could have run the baseline there. He could run away from that because they just scored. He can't now. It's a spot throw now.
Now he's stationary. So Callahan, Ankrum, Barnes, England, and Pratt are the 5 Knights on the floor. This time they take Ankrum out. They leave him in the game, but he's not going to inbound. They throw it into Callahan. Callahan's going to get fouled. So you'd rather throw it into England, but Callahan's been shooting better from the free throw line as of late. Callahan's 3 for his last 4, 3 for 4 in the game.
And I think he hit his last 2, didn't he, Glenn? He looked really, really calm.
And he's got 9 points in the game, so he'll try for double figures here. If you make 2, just about put the game out of reach.
Well, you just run away. If you make 2, you run away because the only way anything can go wrong is if you foul them on a 3 and they make it.
But if you only make 1, you give South Iron a chance, and you give them a chance. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Callahan hits the free throw, 4 for 5 now from the free throw line in this game, including each of his last 4. Big free throw coming right here at 56-53, 10.7 on the clock. Callahan missed it. Here comes South Iron. Cornell boards it. 8 seconds left for the South Iron Panthers. Do they have the magic left in them? Hampton's going to drive and miss the layup. Not sure about that one. And then Farmington stays away from the foul, and the Knights win. 56-53 is the final score. Farmington is the Central Christmas Tournament champion in 2013. Down by 3, Hampton drives it. He drove the basket down by 3 points.
From a player that always makes the right play at the end.
That time, no. Maybe he thought he had more time than he did. He was thinking, it's there, I'm going to get me a quick 2, and then maybe, but the possession is in front of you right there to tie the game. You have to do it right there.
Had to have the 3.
And they didn't do it. Final score, Farmington Knights, 56-53. They overcome an 18-point deficit. Ended up being a 22-3 run. And they steal this championship away from the South Iron Panthers. What a win for the Farmington Knights. We'll come back and break it down in 2 minutes on J98.